Welcome everybody to my latest video. So for this video, we're going to try out Xmen on the Pandora's Box 3D Treasure. Now, as far as I know, Xmen was only an arcade release with the exception of a download a couple years ago. And what's kind of weird is the indicators on the left that tell you which system the game is being played on. I'm not sure what that is supposed to mean. You would think arcade, but arcade's the symbol, it's usually M for MAME. And then that particular symbol I see on other games that I would, let's see, I would associate with the Super Nintendo. Well, who knows? Let's go back, let's play that game. Xmen. 2-player version. Crap. Hate when I do that. Sorry about that. Alright, so let's see how this plays. This was a very, very popular game back in the day. The PCB board goes for a lot.
Nightcrawler. In the 21st century,
Nobody ever really wanted to play as Dazzler.
by Magneto aims to destroy the world. Humans can do nothing against the power of the evil mutants. The only hope is Xmen. Go and save the city.
It's weird how Magneto here is working with the Sentinels, and yet the Sentinels are trying to destroy all mutants. Back in the day, you know, when I played this in the arcade, I'd always try and play as Wolverine. That was my favorite character. Now I think I like playing as Nightcrawler. Volume's a little low. Can I get that? Ah. You know what? Screw you guys. Well, I was going to go for my mutant power, but yeah, that didn't work out. Now this game, back in the day, I always wondered why it was never ported.
Pyro will
I remember when the Sega Genesis X-Men game came out. And me and my friends, we were all happy thinking that it was actually going to be the arcade game. And it wasn't. We were all pissed. The controls are good. The sound is what you'd expect for, you know, to be played on a, you know, a TV, a modern TV. And when I say the sound, I mean the sound effects. The sound volume is definitely lower than it should be, in my opinion. I'm not going to pick up that energy just so we can play as another character. In fact, let's go ahead and die here.
Colossus.
Damn it. I think if I remember correctly, I had a couple of these boards. One of them was just, it had no sound. It was defective. Sound chip needed to be replaced, I believe. And I actually ended up selling it to Luke Morse 1. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that happened. He ended up fixing the board. Got it running, which was cool. You know, keep another board alive. I think at that time I may have had like 2 or 3 boards. 2 that were working and then the one with the defective sound chip. And I think about the original Konami boards, what these games came on. Ninja Turtles, Xmen, Sunset Riders. The sound chip for those boards weren't exactly the best. Alright, let's go ahead and die and get one more character just so we can see how it plays out. In fact, there we go. That's what I should have done. Let's get the one everybody wants to see. You know, the one thing I hated about a majority of the console X-Men games, at least back in the day, Wolverine was one of the most popular characters. And on all those games, it it seemed like if you're playing Wolverine and you use your claws, every time you use them, something bad happens. Either you lose energy, like it was a special weapon, or, you know, a meter starts to build up, and if it gets too high, you end up going to a berserker rage, causing damage to yourself. You know, it's like Superman not being able to fly. Seems to be a lost sound effect right there. Let's go ahead and die and squeeze in one more character just so you guys can see. Let's go with the one that nobody likes to play with. Which, now that I'm looking at her, she's actually a very effective character. She seems to have a very large hitbox. So we're going to call it right there. Xmen on the Pandora's Box 3D Treasure. It plays pretty good in my opinion. Definitely try it out. Until next time.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.